Assassin's Creed Mirage is supposed to be a return to the roots, but there is one thing that I've been dying to see that we still have not yet seen. No, it's not parkour. We already see that. Golly, people. But it's something that was previously in the series, and when it was here, as hard as it was to find, it was actually an amazing part of the games that it was in, and I want to talk about that today because I think there's a chance that something along these lines could be coming to Mirage. So without further ado, remember, if you do enjoy today's video, don't forget to leave it a big old like. If you enjoy content like this, you want more like it, be sure to check out that button underneath the video. It used to be red. It still says subscribe. Last but not least, gotta thank my channel members. You guys help make these videos possible. If you want to join, get access to the exclusive perks that they get, be sure to check out that blue join button. Anyway, let's begin. So what on earth am I talking about? Well, the Assassin's Creed Mirage team has been advertising that investigations are coming back to Assassin's Creed Mirage. Now, this is really cool. This was something that I really enjoyed in previous games, although I felt they were a bit linear when it came to the main story. But the real investigations that I thoroughly enjoyed was the ones in Assassin's Creed Unity. And no, I don't mean the main story ones. I mean the murder mysteries. They were phenomenal. Now, I don't blame you if you haven't experienced these, because they were difficult to find, because there's one random icon in the center of the map that if you don't go and do this miniature cutscene, you won't get to unlock all of the unmarked murder mysteries all across the map, which is unfortunate because, again, no matter what your thoughts are on Unity, these are easily the best part of that game by far, and one of the best things the series has ever done, in my opinion. Honestly, it's a shame that these types of investigations never came back. There was something behind a paywall with Syndicate, and then Odyssey did somewhat do this with uncovering the region leaders in each part of the map, but it wasn't quite as deep. Interesting as that was, again, it wasn't quite as deep. This was more so you have a set of suspects, you have to listen very carefully, you have to piece each part of each scene that you go to together. You go to multiple different areas, especially as it increases in difficulty with the complexity of each mystery. And again, you're just piecing all these various moving parts together. You have to really pay attention to what people are saying. And it was so good. There was such little hand holding to it. It really put power in the player's hands to go and do this on their own. And you felt so satisfied in the end when you did get something right, especially if you didn't accuse the wrong person the first time or something like that, you know, obviously without Googling it or something. If you really sat down and tried to do it yourself and piece it together yourself, it was immensely satisfying in the end. Now, is something this deep going to be coming to Mirage? Because they have been advertising that things like investigations will be coming back, especially for getting to the main targets. Now, of course, investigations have been around even before Unity, even though I was talking primarily about wanting something like those mysteries in Unity. They have been around for a long time. In the early games, the Ezio trilogy, yes, you would investigate who your different targets are. They weren't plain. There wasn't a big advertisement of I'm a Templar all over those games for the people around Italy or during the Crusade. You had to go and find out who those people are, but it wasn't quite an investigation in the same way that the murder mysteries are. It was something that you would pretty much explore through the linear missions of the storyline, and then you would uncover who they are just naturally by playing through the story, which was fine. It led to some interesting story moments. Again, it was pretty linear. It kept up some of the mystery in the plot, but I think in terms of gameplay, this part could have evolved a lot more, and I'm hoping they did something like this with Mirage, where maybe there are a couple people who you could suspect as a member of the Order, but as you infiltrate an area, whether it's a palace, whether it's a fort, something like that, you have to piece together certain pieces of evidence to try and uncover who you think the target is going to be, whether this target is an assassination target or whether it's someone you need to interrogate to get more information out of. I think adding that level of mission structure rather than having something like a tailing mission or something along those lines to uncover information, I think that would be a far more interesting and satisfying way to uncover who your targets are going to be, and I'm hopeful that this is what they decided to do with Mirage. Again, this is just pure hopeful speculation. Personally, I loved the murder mysteries in Assassin's Creed Unity, and I've been hoping that something like that would come back to the series, but unfortunately it has not since then. But anyway, let me know down below, what do you think? Do you think something like these investigations could come back to the series? Do you think that's what they're going to do with Mirage, or do you think it's going to be something much more akin to the Ezio trilogy or AC1, considering that seems to be really what they're going for with this game? Let me know down below. Let's have a conversation. I'd love to talk to you. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.